competent spy if not a little stern, a competent assassin if not incompetent at cooking, and a competent mind reader if not a little stubborn. I'm Rob, JTR Anime Newb on YouTube. JTR stands for Jesta ThaRogue, which is my name on Twitch and social media. On this channel I learn about and review anime with mild spoilers, but I don't go too deep on the plot or spoil any endings or any plot twists. I'm looking at Spy Family Season 1 and 2 because it was on all the tube train adverts in Tokyo last year, so it was one I was made aware of. Advertising works. A very competent spy who is a bit of a loner is asked to spy on the leader of a rival nation's political party. The only way to do it is to have a family, get the kid into the best school, befriend the leader's second son, and get invited to the famously reclusive leader's house, obviously. This is called Operation Strix. The show is about the family balancing their secret lives and completing this mission. In this world there's multiple countries, but the two we focus on is Westalis and Ostania. They had a war that finished 10 years ago, they're now in a cold war, and our spy is from Westalis and is infiltrating Ostania. And because he's infiltrating this other country, there are the secret police who are a danger and they will carry you away. And I think at one point Lloyd says that they hang people, so there's that to look out for. And the story is told via flashbacks, super cute imagination scenes which are really cool, and a lot of internal monologues. So the three main characters are the three main members of the Forger family. We have Lloyd Forger, who is agent codenamed Twilight. He's a master of disguise, very competent spy, very aware of his surroundings, very professional. He needs a kid, so he gets Anya, who is picked up from a really dodgy orphanage, but she can read minds, which is why all the internal monologue stuff is really cool, because Anya can hear what everybody's thinking, and she can react to it and learn things about other people and secrets and stuff, and it's really cool. And finally, the mama of the family is Law Briar. She is known as the Thorn Princess. She is a very competent assassin, but she is useless at literally everything else. So in this family, Lloyd needs to keep the family together to try and complete his mission, try and complete Operation Strix. Law needs the family as cover because she's 27 and unmarried, and apparently that's the worst thing in the world. Everybody's making fun of her. So while she's, in quotes, married with a child, people will leave her alone and she can get on with doing her family stuff and doing her assassinations at the same time. And Anya needs the family together because, well, she's an orphan that's been returned 4 times. Although I don't know why she's been returned so much, because she seems really nice. She just needs to do well at school so she can get the mission completed for the sake of world peace. So in Spy Family there is no nudity, there's a bit of violence, there's very little bits of blood, and in Season 2 there's a bit of bone cracking, which I don't remember being in Season 1, it gets a bit more violent. There's nothing weird going on, even the Mama and Papa Forger, Lloyd and Law, they sleep in separate beds because they have different bedrooms, because obviously they're married but they're not really married, and then they just kind of put a double bed together with these little heart-shaped pillows on if they ever have visitors around. The only thing that is a bit weird is Yuri, who is Law's brother. He is very weird about Law. He's very obsessed. His locker at his job is full of pictures of her. He twitches when he mentions her name. He hates Lloyd because he thinks that he's getting in his way. And it's very weird. The animation is really nice. It's really smooth and very cute looking. The adults look very much human. The kids, especially Anya and Damien. Damien is the kid, the second son that they're targeting at school, who they're trying to be friends with. They're a bit more chibi style, a bit more cartoony. And the world itself, it looks vaguely German. I mean, you've got Westalis and Ostania, and their address is 128 Park Avenue, West Berlin. So yes, it is very German, and it is that sort of East and West German period looking, as well as in all the shops and all the houses and the architecture. So the voice acting, Lloyd has a very monotone and straight voice. He's very serious, very to the point, so he has a very flat voice. Law has 3 voices. He has Law, the normal person, the housewife, the person who works for the government. She also has the very panicky voice because, as I mentioned earlier, she's always shown to be incompetent in everything. She can't cook, she can't do anything right, she's always forgetting stuff. I don't know why they made her like this, but that's the other voice she has. And then the third voice is her assassin voice, where she's very serious, very confident and very capable. And then there's Anya, who's just adorable, little kid's voice. She's always getting words wrong and is very cute. So Spy Family was rated 4.9 from 270,000 reviews on Crunchyroll. It's rated 100% on Rotten Tomatoes with a 91% audience score. The critics really like the humour and the heartwarming story, and the audience, they like the mix of the comedy and drama, but they also like that it's a father-daughter story, not a father-mother or siblings or anything like that. Just that it's more of a father-daughter story, which is something you apparently don't get as often. My thoughts are it is very fun, there is lots to laugh at, it is so funny all the way through. The story is really good fun. It is a bit complex when you're dealing with all this Cold War stuff and there's this happening and that happening, you need to get this information. And sometimes it doesn't make sense why Anya not being able to do something would mean that they can't get to meet this head of the country that they're trying to get to meet, but I'll just go along with it, it's good fun. And something I especially like is the music. There is some music that I've listened to over and over. There's a song, I think it's called Family in Crisis, and it's really good fun. It's sort of used as a bit of a comedy in between family things are going a bit wrong and a bit crazy, but it's got like a 60s spy theme to it, but it's like played with a sort of a recorder that's being played wrong, and it's really, really cool. And then the intro sequence to season 2 is really good fun. And the music to that is phenomenal as well. My favourite episode is episode 4, the prestigious school's interview, and this is where Anya and the family are doing their interview, but the interview starts from the moment they enter the school grounds, and things keep going wrong, sometimes on purpose because they've been set up to being tested by this posh, snobby heads of school and how they react to these different things. But some of the things that happen aren't planned, and they deal with them all, and they keep saying, oh, we've had a plan for this, and they get to the interview in the room, and it's really funny in there, and it's nice to see Lloyd sort of losing his cool a little bit as he sticks up for his family as well, which is really nice. That's something you start to see through the series, the progression of him, that Anya is just a kid that he needs for his job, and Law is just a wife, in air quotes, that he needs to complete this mission. And you start to see as the episodes go on that he's doing it more and more to keep the family together as well himself, even though he maybe doesn't admit it.
Then I trust you know the name of our headmaster, young lady?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Benedict Ivan Goodfellow.
Mr. Benedict as in good hello.
My favourite character is, of course, Anya. She is phenomenal. She is so funny. The way she says, I have returned, when she walks through the door. There's one bit as well, because she keeps getting her words mixed up. She's doing a show and tell at school where they're talking about what one of their parents does for a living. He's talking about Lloyd, who obviously his fake job is a psychiatrist, but he's obviously a spy. And she calls him a spychiatrist, which is phenomenal writing. I really enjoyed that. She calls Lloyd's informant Scruffy Head. She calls all dogs Mr. Doggo. It's just very cute, very funny, and it's well worth watching just for Anya. For rating, I'll give this 4.5 peanuts out of 5. I'm going to give it 4 because it is a show that I would and have rewatched. I already watched season 2. I wasn't planning on watching season 2 till I watched several season 1s of other different shows, but I kept coming back to wanting to see more of this show, so I ended up watching season 2 anyway. I'm hoping there's a season 3 because that would be great. And I have rewatched some of the episodes since from season 1 as well, so I've watched quite a lot of it in a short space of time. But the other 0.5 is just for Anya being really, really fun. And word of the month is chibi, because I mentioned it earlier. I know kind of what chibi means, but I didn't know if it meant what Anya and Damien actually. But according to the dictionary definition, smaller and more cute version of something mostly used to draw for comic or cartoon characters. So I think, yeah, chibi is the right word. I just wanted to make sure I was using it correctly. And that's my review of Spy Family. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any recommendations on shows like Spy Family, I would love to hear them. Remember to like, share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.